Right, boys and girls, this is going to be take number 3. This is my third attempt of actually getting outside of this goddamn room. Each time I attempt to walk out of here, the Porsche skitzes out and randomly changes either the brightness or the contrast settings. I honestly don't know why it's doing it. Let's look at the preview vid. Nope, actually seems okay this time. Perhaps the third time really is the charm. Yeah, the past couple of times, every time I try to leave the room, it would either rapidly adjust the brightness for no particular reason, or drastically change the contrast. Either that weird sort of purple-greenish, I don't know why we're bothering to describe it. I mean, unless you're an LP or a video editor yourself, you're going to have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But, actually, I got an example. If any of you have watched my playthrough of Condemned 2, look at what, YouTube did to one of my sets. I think it's the Venom set? That weird, distorted purpley green after image thing. That's basically what the Porsche was doing to me there. No idea why I just sat at that bonfire twice. So good I had to try it twice. Getting very big Undead Asylum vibes from that. Again, I must receive the ridiculous amount of times I've played the beginning of that game. I think I've ever completed a second time yet. I keep starting new characters and then I think it's shortly after I kill Sith I sort of get bored and end up starting a new character.
No! No, please!
I think I'm more interested in experimenting than actually completing. Ooh, that was some bad oral distortion.
Do you think that you're the hero, Lara?
Yes, I'm on the box art.
Everything I've done, I did to survive. How many lives have you taken to do the same?
Not a clue, actually. Perhaps you could tell me. Maybe I could do with a count at this point.
No heroes here. Only survivors.
Himiko's dangerous, Matthias!
Shoot him in the face. Less flapping the gums, more shooting of the face.
For a queen.
You're 2 foot away from him, shoot him!
For our freedom, I'd say.
Oh good, now Raiden's getting involved. The tiny arc of fire. Jump across it. There's nothing compared to what else would be. There's a gap right there! You quite easily jump that without taking even the slightest bit of damage. Especially in this cold and the wind and everything. Again, what do I know, right? Apparently nothing. You don't know nothing. You're not game designer, you're not nothing. Yeah, whatever, right? Could at least give me a decent obstacle that convincingly could have stopped her from regressing. But no, such things are not allowed. Mine is not to question, mine is to mindfully accept and progress forward. Or sideways in this case. Just like that. Jump! And refuse to grab the ledge. Cheers to that, love. Oh, fuck it. Did half consider for a moment they're restarting, but no, I'm not going to bother. It's probably already checkpointed after the cutscene and I can't be asked to go all the way back. All the way forward, or whatever the hell you'd want to do it. I miss manual saving. I really do. This autosave bollocks. I know people do it supposedly because it's a whole immersion thing, that they can't find excuses or reasons for the save mechanics to actually be there. But, you know, games in like the PS1 era found a way to do it, make it part of the story. You look at Final Fantasy IX. You save by talking to the Moogles, which are self-appointed busybodies that like chronicling, you know, stories of adventure and whatnot. There you have it. A save mechanic, a manual save mechanic, inside the game. With an in-story reason for being there. Simple. Hell, even the original Resident Evil did it. The typewriters. You know, you're in extreme danger of Sith. You have a few minutes yourself. You write out your thoughts and feelings and the actions and whatnot. So if you do end up carking it, at least someone may possibly one day know what the hell happened to you. Makes sense, it's an in-game save mechanic. I mean, if Capcom can pull it off, surely you can, Square. I mean, actually, that's the point. Same people who, you know, helped develop this game, or at least, actually no, did they help develop or help publish? I'm still not entirely certain on that. Some of those really important details I probably should actually learn one day. Difference between the publisher and the developer. You know, how you can tell who did what. I'm genuinely not certain. Are Square the publishers? only, or does it actually contribute anything to this game? I admit, there's not a lot in here that I'd consider typical Square fare. Apart from maybe the RPG elements. Oh, fuck off.
Thanks, Reyes.
No, seriously, why would they even be coming my way? At all.
We're not leaving without you. We'll be waiting.
Well, she changed her tune pretty fast. I like it. I like it a lot. Finally getting the respect I deserve, damn it. Jump and... ignore my button push. You know, I could edit that to make myself look better, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna leave it in. Fuck it, this is the last set, right? Hopefully. I'm chasing Matthias up the side of a goddamn mountain. There's not anywhere else he can really go. It's his ass is mine, basically. They'll hopefully remember to edit out all the coughing I'm apparently doing. Oh, I'm out of lemonade. No. No. No, you are out of lemonade. Or some such. And then I could pause and go all the way downstairs and get the lemonade and the glass and the things. Or I could just try and finish this goddamn game. Actually, no, I'm not going to say it like that, because that gives a false impression. I'm genuinely quite enjoying myself. Compared to some of the games I've played lately. I do quite like this. So my only major gripe is, but I already mentioned that, so I won't bother. I'll leave that for when I do the whole, you know, after game video review thingamabobble. Where the hell's I want to go here? Oh, down, right. Got to go down to go up, left to go right. And remember, always twirling, twirling, twirling towards freedom. Semi-literally in this case. Good job I don't have to worry about hypothermia, isn't it? That's right. There's no body temp scanner in this game. Suck it, Isaac. Suck it. You and your terrible Ellie clone that went wrong. Badly, badly wrong. Smushed her face down into her chest. Oof. Give me shivers just thinking about it. No, you get it. Actually, there we go. Not that hard, is it? When I push the square button and you're over a, you know, axable wall, you use the axe. My god, that's just so crazy, it just might work. Jump! Like a boss. Like a lady boss. A bossette. Dum dum da da dum dum dum. Timing the set piece being epic. Orchestra man has too much sugar in his tea.
Oh, great queen! Through the trials, I have brought you the vessel.
What trials? You walked, jackass. I climbed.
Pour and be reborn!
In fact, you're on an island full of dudes. Where did you get that dress? Well, that's unfortunate. As in fact, she created a giant force field.
Oh god, I have to get to her.
That would probably help, yes, love. Leap, run, jump, climb, do other things. Ah, fuck it. I can see you there, jackass. Don't think I can't. Even though I'm being slowed down. Fuck you! Ow, ow, ow. None of that. Oh, very nice. Enjoy the trip. See you next fall. Have a grenade! Hey, I'm feeling generous. Have two! Good, I did actually kill at least one of you. Not sure which one, but at least one of you is now no longer alive. Which is a marvellous state of affairs. Ow! Here, have another. It's pineapple. Enjoy it. And again. To the face! Really? Really? That's right, I killed you with a bullet to the knee. Think about that. Unless you would if you weren't dead. Speaking of which, I'm nearly dead. Fuck. Hate those machine gun guys. They kill you so goddamn quickly. Far too... Oh, piss off, you're gonna start lobbing explosives and shit at me as well. Come on then, dickhead. Oh, swing and a miss! My turn! My way's a lot better. Ow! Just know the environment's randomly killing them for me as well. Very nice of you. Very nice, in fact. Yep, definitely dead. Marvellous. Anyone else gonna suddenly appear out of nowhere? Or can we finally move on? Yeah, we can move on with our lives. Oh, crap. Suddenly, very, very windy. And me without a jacket. Oh, fuck off. No, no, not like this. I cannot die like this. Excellent. Windbreaker. This is not the end of Adventure Alara. What? Thank God for small mercies. Oh, please kill all those dickheads. No, you killed 2 of those dickheads. Not quite what I wanted, but I guess it'll have to do. Speaking of which, if you'd actually fire... Why do I always seem to end up reloading just when I've got the perfect shot? You know, for a change. Why do I never get the perfect shot when I actually, you know, really need it? Yeah, whatever, right? More dudes, excellent. One thing this game needs is more random dudes! Did all of you just randomly decide to turn around and head straight back at me? Ow! Seriously, she's a robot. She took that to the face. It's hardcore. Speaking of hot... Oh, for fuck's... Go away! You're really annoying more than anything else. What's the point in a code system if I keep getting forced out of it every 5 seconds? Nice. Did you just light your fucking dynamite while you're standing in the open, dickhead? We have another event trigger that'll just make all you guys fuck off for a moment. Ooh, I see an explosive barrel up there. Ooh, fuck. Surprise, motherfucker! Not sure why that killed you, but I'm not going to complain, if I'm perfectly honest. As long as you guys don't respawn. Nope. Oh. Ah, it's just you guys. I can take care of you guys in my sleep at this point. My gun go boom, boom, boom. Excellent. Or at least, you know, useful. Or functionary. Anyone else? I hear machine guns, but thankfully no dudes. Marvellous. Now we just get to the end of this fucking wind corridor. Unnecessary slowing of the pace. Can't jump for some reason. Can't get up there, presumably. Just go around the side very, very slowly. He's not doing anything at this point, love. With all the zombie queen. What? What's that weird screen tearing that just happened? No, well, my settings are still the same. Just haven't lost contrast for a fucking change. Oh, you cannot be serious. You want me to jump across the tiny, tiny pillar? It does not seem like a good plan. Especially when, you know, it's clearly broken and about to tumble. Nope, fuck like that, like that. Off, 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 off. There we go. There we go. Back on semi-solid land for a change. Oop. Super slow walking for no particular reason. Oh, you were loading a cutscene, were you again? That's why I was walking so slowly for no particular reason. Oh, it's you. Wait, how did you spot? You were blowing off the edge of a cliff. I'm calling bullshit on that. Oh, you're blowing off the edge of a cliff. It was a cliff quite a fair ways away from where we now are. Also, you survived before. Hello, mate, to climb all the way back up here in time to face me. Yeah, I don't like shaky cam either. Surprise, motherfucker! Miss me! Pew! You know, I'm getting the impression you're probably one of those type of bosses, aren't you? I guess I dodge, and you have an exposed back, perchance? My god. Call me surprised. Call me Brian. Ow! All bullshit. You clearly didn't hit me. Surprise, motherfucker! Shotgun! How'd you like the modern day? Did it feel good? Did you get it right in there? Right in the crevice? Surprise! Ow. Okay. Just randomly get grabbed into a cutscene. Thank you for that game. Really appreciate it. Let me show my appreciation with some buckshot. To the face! To the face some more. Your helmet disappeared before I touched you. Oh god, your helmet disappeared before I touched you. Oh, game. What the fuck was that? Your character model slid towards me. In some bullshit example of bad tracking. And by bad tracking I mean the fact that you slid towards me to hit me with that swing attack, despite not being close enough to actually hit me. And you did it again, you glid! You cannot glide! That's against the rules. The rules against bullshit. You not get to glide towards me, you fucker. Take that to the face. Take this to the face. You take that to the groin. And again. Thank you, no, not miss. It's deeply annoying, by the way, you guys are even here. I mean, I assume you're here to provide me with cheap fodder for more ammo and stuff, but it's still annoying. Considering all you guys drop is bloody arrows. And I don't need feckin' arrows to take this guy on. My shotgun is more than enough. And then some. How many shotgun blasts to the face can you take? Undead warrior or nay? And it's the pistol that finally takes him out. Ooh, fuck. You failed the quick time event. But not now. My time to shine. Let me ask you a question. Did it feel good? Does it? And let me get that wax out for you. You're welcome. Oh, nice cleavage shot. Well done. Here, have some boobs. I like the way you think, game. I like the way you think. Got anything good? Not really. Yeah, a bit more shotgun ammo. A bit more even again. Do I even need it at this point though? I presume I'm now going to fight Matthias. Since he only has a stick, I don't foresee that much trouble. In fact, it finally occurs to me, didn't Ruff shoot this guy in the face earlier? Or near enough.
No!
Where'd you get a gun from? You cock end? Surprise, motherfucker! Apparently I'm suddenly a terrible aim. Fuck you! Got a medium-sized climbing axe embedded in your spinal column. How are you still alive? How are you fighting me? I've severed your entire bodily control. You should be lying on the floor pissing yourself. Releasing your bowels. Didn't need that shoulder, did you? Again, how are you alive at this point? Double wielding! Motherfucker! Blah 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 blah. To the groin! You were still alive enough to scream on the way down? I severed your spine, blew open your shoulder, and emptied your groin, most your lower intestine over the floor. I should probably interrupt this. Stop trying to eat my friend's soul. It might give you heartburn! I know, we were all waiting for that pun. She goes off like Darth Sidious. Motherfucker. Unlimited power your ass. I win again. And I get the girl.
Sam. Oh, Sam. Thank God.
You gonna end this Dragon Dogma style? Campsite rape?
What's happening?
I don't think you can hear you over the wind. You going shh when the wind's going whoosh.
You saved me.
Yep.
I knew you would. I made you a promise. Let's get you home.
And suddenly God intervenes? What the fuck? This, oh right, 'cause we killed the Queen of the Storms, and so all the storms are now stopping. Either that or Ganondorf's about to burst out of the rubble. Demand our Triforce. Really just actually looks like a scene from a Zelda game, doesn't it? Quite genuinely, including the musical score there. Really, I carried her all the way down the mountain?
She's got Sam.
Does she don't have legs?
She did it.
Of course I did. You not played the franchise? Obviously I was going to succeed this time. Kind of a given in a prequel.
I think she's going to be okay.
Nice touch at the end, by the way, guys, with the dual pistol wielding.
It's over. We can go now.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Sounds a plan to me. Apparently the orchestra man agrees. Alex woke him from his nap again.
I've been so blind, so naive. For years, I resented my father, doubted him like the rest. But he was right about so much. I just wish I could tell him that now. There are so many mysteries that I once dismissed as mere stories, but the line between our myths and truth is fragile and blurry. I need to find answers. I must understand.
Nice cool mango.
Making me waffles before the ballet class.
Need anything? Don't rightly know what happened to you on that island. Judging from those wounds and that look in your eyes, I'm guessing I don't want to know. Anyway, we'll be home soon.
I'm not going home.
Hey there guys, Lazo here. Welcome to the end of game post-commentary review of the overall experience. Now, it's sort of become a tradition for me to do this at the end of each and every game, so I'm going to keep doing it with this one. This is the first game in about 5 games I've actually completed, which makes that somewhat of a rarity, in fact, after a fashion. So let's get right into it, shall we? What did we like about Tomb Raider, the 2012 remake? For those of you who weren't aware of what this was, or those of you watching this in the future, or some such bollocks like that. Sorry about the bump there, with me hitting the side of the sofa here. So, I liked the whole general thing. I liked the early segments of the game the most, when it was all very sort of survival based, and you were shooting animals for food, and all you had was a makeshift bow, and encountering dudes with a tense, strenuous situation where you try to avoid them as much as possible, perhaps taking down silence so their mates didn't find you. You're only really encountering groups of 1 or 2, unless you bug it up and alert your people, and then when you get like 5 at a time, and it's always, ah god, what's going on, and you're running and diving and ducking and, trying to avoid them and dodging and using sneak attacks to blind them while you pummel them, and also that was all fun. Then it became very much modern action shooter, which was less fun. That was very much sort of hiding behind chest-high cover, and everyone had machine guns, and that got very old, very, very, very fast. Really, that was a detriment to the game, the forced gauntlet sections, when you had to fight. And you had to fight lots. That was really a bad decision, guys. Really, really bad. Especially when you've got these sort of fluid, naturalistic movement controls, meaning that Lara couldn't instantly respond to what you were telling her to do. She had to stop and redistribute her weight and change position before she actually started moving. And if you want to walk around in a circle, you actually have to do an arc rather than just turn. Stuff like that was really detrimental to the whole idea of suddenly being thrown into a modern day action shooter run and gun scenario. It really didn't mesh very well with the whole, with what you were going for. It was sort of like a tribute to the original games, which was very actiony and bow and all. Although you could get away with that because you were ninja flipping all over the place and firing guns that never ran out and stuff like that, and you could just say you could get away with it there. But you really can't do it if the guys can take you down in a few seconds with a bit of sustained machine gun fire. Especially not with the ridiculous accuracy they all seem to have, and like you've got the grenades and TNT that forces you out of the limited cover, where you instantly get mown down by 3 guys half a map away that can hit you with a machine gun of all things as if it's a sniper rifle. So, some bad decisions there. It would have been better if you got more of the sort of set-piece battles, where you'd have like a load of these guys, but there was very clearly something you could shoot to knock down part of a wall on top of them, and if you'd done it more like that, where you were forced to fight them, but you fought them in an entertaining way, that would have worked a lot better in my opinion anyway. Again, you know, I don't like combat in games, I prefer to run away when I can. I find chase sequences and stuff a lot more entertaining than combat. And speaking of which, chase sequences were mostly good. There were a couple of things like right at the end of the game that were quite bland, as if they'd been put in there just for the sake of being there. They weren't visually interesting, they weren't thrilling to play, they were just sort of there. Not sure what that was about. But in general, chase sequence is excellent. Running away from explosions, ducking and diving, and the quick time events, not really a fan, but they added a little bit of something here and there. Though they were pretty much overused, as they are in all games, so I can't really level that at Tomb Raider's feet on its own. What else have we got here? Combat, I say, not really a fan. I say the bits where I could stealth around in the dark and kill people on their little patrol routes, that I liked. That I really liked. A lot of fun to be had there. So those sections themselves, I mean, I could have gone in all guns blazing. There was cover scattered around, so I could have done the whole guns blazing, but if I wanted to, if that was the kind of player I was, that sort of multiplicity of playstyles, that was good. I say it's where I'm forced to fight row upon row of dudes, one after the other. That is really, really not good. So in general, good experience. I mean, it was very linear, but you didn't feel it per se. You got the sense of moving with a purpose, rather than just, this is the only way I can go, that's what I've got to do. Speaking of secret tombs, guy, you really shouldn't have made them as easy to find as they were. When you got like multiple things, you've got the whole Assassin's Creed thing going on, with everything you can climb or interact with painted white. And then you had survival instinct mode on top of that, where you can tap a button and have the things that are already highlighted in white painted bright gold in a backdrop of black and white to make them even more obvious. That was not necessary. It really, really wasn't. I don't think I ever used it at any point in the entire game. It was never needed. I mean, making things easy, and I've mentioned throughout the course of the LP they were trying to keep a pace, because the action set pieces obviously not that interesting, so you're trying to push through as quickly as possible. Then you slow things down for the puzzles, and you push through, slow for the puzzle, and so on and so forth. Which I think came to detriment to the story, the whole action thing. The way you were mowing through people with the skill of a practiced sociopath didn't really interact very well with the story elements, where Lara was, grieving and laughing, to be quite frank, when she was forced to shoot Rapey McGangbang through the head. Right at the beginning of the game, it didn't match up at all. As I mentioned it during the whole thing, it's kind of like the gameplay and the story were developed separately, and then sort of hammered together with varying degrees of skill. I don't know, I think combat should have been really de-emphasised, except for maybe right at the very end, in which case it should have been there purely for fun and visual impact. So rather than having to tediously wade away through waves of enemies, you should have had like various set pieces, as I've said, where you shoot specific things, except use your intellect to figure out if I shoot that, that'll knock that down, which will take out that entire group, and so on and so forth. I think it would have been a better way of doing it. Either that, or have Lara go full ninja flip gymnast and, make it more fun that way by having the combat be kind of silly, basically. Rather than the grim and gritty and generic way they did it in the end. But that's just my opinion, obviously. No one gives a shit about that. Say, I don't think anyone's watching the video at this point. But, yeah. So overall, pretty good. Pretty good. So the story as it was, I quite liked. The whole building up to the idea of explaining why Lara goes after the tomb she does in the later games because of her sudden exposure and revelation about the whole idea that in her universe, at least, the supernatural is very, very much real. And all these old legends could, not necessarily are, but could be grounded in reality. Hence why she spends the rest of her life hunting them down and scouring these different parts of the world to try and understand the things that, as she mentions right at the end of the game there, drove her father in his quest for the unknown. So, overall, story very good. A few minor things, like stuff like not realising so quickly about what was going on with the whole Sun Queen thing, that was signposted so very blatantly. It really didn't do any credit to her intellect that she wouldn't notice until right at the end there what was supposed to be going on. Or at least, even if not what was going on, what Matthias and his cronies think was going on. She should have been able to decide that much earlier than she really did. Maybe she didn't buy into it herself. So yeah, overall, very positive. Quite like the whole thing. Definitely recommend giving it a play yourselves. I'm assuming you already have if you've watched this, or you were trying to decide whether or not to by watching this. Either way, definitely got my my 2 thumbs up. Right, as for what I'm going to be doing next, I haven't really a clue. I mean, there's not really much else. I don't think I've got any new games around here at the moment. So I'll have to try and change that pretty sharpish. It's either that or I might let you guys in on what I'm doing with Cairo at the moment, but not as like a proper LP, just be random clips of me screaming in frustration as I realise that the puzzle I've been trying to solve for the past half an hour is a very simple solution. Yeah. It's either that or I might let you in on some of the bits and pieces I'm doing with Dark Souls. I don't know yet. Have to wait and see. Next game I want to play is probably going to be The Last of Us, assuming it gets released within the next couple of weeks or so. I don't actually know what the release date is at the moment. I know it's sometime in June. So supposedly is A Machine for Pigs, sometime towards the end of June, but again, whether or not that actually happens, whether we're talking more sort of end of July-ish, I really don't know. There've been so many delays to that project. Well, speaking of projects, if you get a chance, check out on Steam Greenlights both the Stanley Parable HD remix and also a sort of open world, procedurally generated, Dear Esther style horror game called Routine, set in a 1980s version of a sort of sci-fi space station kind of deal on the moon. Looks very good. Definitely give it your support, make sure it gets fully released. See you next time, folks.